So I came out here kind of thinking that I wouldn't even find any Kina, but I've actually found a few. So you can see I've got one guy down here and how he's like pulled a bunch of shells and stuff onto him. There's also another one just down here, and all of these guys are just here, and it's like a little bit of the rock at the beach, you know? Yo. Okay, so this is what I just found. It's a tiny baby Kina. It looks so cool. And I managed to find this little cactus that looks just like a Kina. And that's why today's video is about how I created a Kina cactus pot as a birthday present. The first step, finding a model. I like using Sketchfab for 3D scans because they've got a policy with museums where they can upload stuff for free, which means that when I find this really nice model of a sea urchin, I can use it. Blender time. With my model imported, I started to create some cylinders to begin roughing out the shape and form. The top cylinder I can use to cut away a section of the model, while the bottom cylinder ensures that I've got a flat base to begin with. In wireframe view, I used a Boolean operator to add and subtract these from the mesh. I could now easily delete some faces to create a shell. This was then followed by using the solidify modifier, which enabled me to give thickness to the geometry that I created. Then came the simplify modifier to even out some of those jagged edges. Applying these, I had a really good base mesh to then start moving into sculpting. I made a quick duplicate though in case I messed anything up. So here in the sculpting workspace, I use the remesh modifier to go through and fix up all the nasty geometry that I managed to create using those booleans. It's looking much cleaner now and ready for sculpting. So I use the smooth brush to start going through and actually bringing together all the different parts of the mesh that weren't properly joined. And because this is an organic scan of a living organism, I've got the creative liberty to just go wild. Something it does need though are drainage holes. I used another boolean to cut them out and then sculpted them into something a bit more organic. And with that, the model was finished. I used the light cheese slicer for this model for the Anycubic photon mono that I've got here at home. It looks so cool the way it slices the model. Before I take the print off the build plate, I'm going to use some protection.
Nice.
I did a stellar job on this one. After getting it off the build plate, I went through and took out some of those supports, using my cleaner to make sure I got off most of the resin. They came out beautiful. After a quick cure in the sun, I used some gold rubber buff to bring out some of the details that came during the print. With a flannel, I went through and kept rubbing, buffing and rubbing and buffing, and in the end it came out really nice. Then I topped it off with a little bit of soil. I guess that brings us to the end of the video. So time for some beauty shots. So here I am on the rocky shore. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be sharing more content about my different process and how I'm going through making these different things. And if you've been inspired by this video, then you can share whatever you make down below. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.